Our top story this lunchtime, South Korea's top office has fired back at what it calls North Korea's rude and senseless criticisms of President Moon Jae-in, saying it will no longer tolerate the regime's unreasonable words. This comes after Pyongyang criticized President Moon's message of cooperation and exchange between the two Koreas to mark the 20-year anniversary since the first Inter-Korean summit. For more, let's connect live to our presidential office correspondent Kim Min-ji, who's standing by for us at the Blue House. Min-ji, some strong words out of the top office.
That's right, Mark. South Korea's presidential office strongly condemned the sister of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un for her senseless and rude criticisms against President Moon Jae-in. The top office convened an emergency meeting of the National Security Council this morning. Take a listen.
We will no longer tolerate North Korea's unreasonable words and acts, which damage trust between the two sides.
This morning, Kim Jong-un issued a statement slamming President Moon's message of cooperation and exchange between the two sides to mark 20 years since the first ever Inter-Korean summit, calling it shameless sophistry. She said South Korea's failure to stop activists sending propaganda leaflets across the border sparked the tensions, adding that it was Seoul, not Pyongyang, that had failed to abide by the Pyongyang declaration to end all hostilities. She also said that they can no longer discuss inter-Korean relations.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine that she was the woman who was sat there smiling at the Pyeongyang Winter Olympics just a couple of years ago here in South Korea. But going back to the current situation, North Korea also claims to have rejected a proposal from South Korea to send a special envoy to Pyongyang. I understand it was supposed to be a confidential proposal, if there is such a thing possible at this point.
That's right, Mark. The presidential office said that it had sent a confidential proposal to send a special envoy to North Korea, but Pyongyang's unilateral revelation is unreasonable, expressing regret over the move. Now, it stressed that such actions don't help North Korea and that the Pyongyang will be held responsible for anything that happens as a result, telling Pyongyang to have some manners. Now, the North State media said this morning that Kim Jong-un again had flatly rejected South Korea's offer, calling it a sinister proposal and nonsensical approach, saying it doesn't work on them. It added that Kim Jong-un warned that South Korea should stop making unrealistic offers but rather take appropriate action. Now, the developments and the speed at which this is unfolding are a shock, no doubt, for the Moon administration that has been reaching out to the North. For now, it appears that any positive developments in terms of inter-Korean relations are on ice. Back to you, Mark.